Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is a fight that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Wolverine versus Aquaman. I am so excited for this one. So let's get started. A long-lived mutant with the rage of a beast and the soul of a samurai, James Logan Hallett's past was blood, war, and betrayal. Possessing an exalted healing factor, enhanced senses, and bone claws in his hands that, along with his skeleton, are coated in adamantium, Wolverine is the ultimate living weapon. Logan possesses superhuman strength, as he's been able to swing tree trunks around like baseball bats, held an elevator with just one hand, and has even punched into solid steel before. He's also incredibly agile, with enhanced reflexes and speed, being able to dodge point-blank bullets, machine gun fire, and has even attacked faster than the human eye can follow. He's got incredible senses, many times better than a human, and can even surpass most animals. He can see in complete darkness, hear over incredible distances, taste pheromones in the air, fight blindfolded by just hearing, and is the best tracker in the Marvel Universe. He's also incredibly durable, thanks in large part to his adamantium skeleton and healing factor, and has withstood punches from Hulk, Thor, Thing, and Wonder Man. Now let's just talk about Logan's healing factor for a second here. This mutant ability allows him to heal from virtually any injury at an incredibly fast rate. And I do mean any injury. He's regrown missing limbs, organs, and has even regenerated from just a skeleton before. But not only that, but his healing factor also prevents nerve strikes from working effectively, because his healing bypasses the effect virtually instantaneously. Wolverine possesses 3-foot-long claws on each hand, which are coated in adamantium, and can slice through anything, even harming Hulk, Thor, and the Mad Titan Thanos. Logan has been trained in a variety of different martial arts, mastering 28 different forms of Kung Fu alone, and is one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel Universe. He's taken down Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, and Deadpool, and even helped to train Black Widow and Kitty Pryde. On top of all that, Logan has been gifted with an incredible strategic and tactical mind that has even been compared to a highly advanced computer. But, in the corner, Aquaman. The son of Atlantean Queen and a lighthouse keeper from the town of Amnesty Bay, Arthur Curry would grow up to become the superhero Aquaman, and later take on his birthright as the King of Atlantis. He is a founding member of the Justice League, and is among DC Comics' most recognized hero. Aquaman possesses incredible strength, and is easily able to move more than 100 tons. He's pushed down tectonic plates into the trench, held up a city block, and lifted an oil rig platform. He's also been able to hold his own in a fight against Wonder Woman, Lobo, and Triton, and managed to sucker punch Superman and send him flying. Aquaman is superhumanly durable. However, he is susceptible to piercing attacks. He's pretty durable to blunt force and energy blasts though, and has been able to withstand punches from Despero and blasts from Starro before. His stamina is also incredible, as he's able to swim around the Earth for an endless period of time, and fight in a dimension with multiple suns for hours at a time without growing tired. While not quite a speedster, Aquaman has incredible reflexes, and is able to dodge point-blank gunfire and lightning, and his reflexes are even superior to Deathstroke, which is pretty impressive. Under the water though, his upper limit is unknown, and he has even mentioned that he's usually faster than Superman when he's under the water. Arthur can also move so fast that he can create huge whirlpools, tidal waves, and even spin his hands to create vacuums in the water. While Aquaman has many different powers, perhaps the most famous one is his telepathic ability to communicate with marine life. The thing is, he's such an achieved telepath, and has communicated with marine life all his life, that he's also able to engage in mind communication with non-aquatic life, even Martian Manhunter. However, as of right now, his telepathic powers have been downgraded, and he really only communicates indirectly with marine life. Aquaman is an expert fighter, and excels in hand-to-hand combat, and is very, very skilled with his trident. Speaking of his trident, Arthur always carries around the King's Trident, which is indestructible, and is even able to injure Darkseid, which is saying something. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, I actually really like this fight, even though it might not seem the most even fight to begin with. Let me assure you though, this is an incredibly even fight, and either one could win. Really, either one could win. After all, Aquaman's greatest enemy is Black Manta, who is basically just a peak human, and Wolverine also battled against Namor on several occasions. Now, Aquaman is obviously stronger than Wolverine. No question about it, and no need to debate it. I mean, the guy's fought like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Lobo before. Arthur is also more durable than Logan. What I mean by that is that his skin is tougher, his muscles more dense, he's just more durable. Yes, Aquaman has bled before after being hit by a bullet, but there have been plenty of times where he's taken bullets to the chest and been just fine. Although, arguably, that's because of his armor. But we'll talk about that point later. There's also just the simple fact that Aquaman lives at the depths of the ocean, and surviving and thriving under that pressure is much greater than a normal human could tolerate. However, what is up in the air is which of these two here is actually faster or more agile. Aquaman is more than twice as fast as normal Atlanteans, is able to block bullets of his hand or of his trident, can dodge Black Manta's lasers, dodge Morgan Le Fay's magical spells, and dodge shots from an enemy's trident. Aquaman is definitely faster than a normal human, but then again, so is Wolverine. He's dodged automatic gunfire even while running straight at the shooter, has evaded several attacks from Spider-Man and Venom, strikes faster than his opponents can even move or react, and Spider-Man and plenty of other characters have remarked on just how fast Wolverine is, even though he weighs about 1,000 pounds. Really, I'd say these two heroes are roughly equal in speed, or at least equal enough, where both be able to land attacks and dodge attacks from their opponents. So we got a few additional questions we need to answer here. First off, can Wolverine injure Aquaman with his claws? Secondly, can Aquaman injure Wolverine with his strength or with his trident? And lastly, who can inflict more damage and who can do it faster? Now first off, can Wolverine injure Aquaman? Absolutely. Absolutely. Arthur's been slightly injured by regular old bullets before, on multiple occasions. And while his armor seems to be durable enough to withstand bullets, without it, he's bled from bullets on several different occasions. On the other hand, Wolverine's claws have stabbed through Namor, Hulk, Thor, Gladiator, Mangog, Fiend, Colossus, and even Thanos. All of those people are just as durable as Aquaman, if not vastly more durable. So basically, Wolverine's claws will be able to stab through Aquaman like a knife through hot butter. On top of that, Aquaman's been stabbed by ice shards, stabbed by a trident, and Black Manta's repeatedly been able to stab him. I mean, Arthur's even famously had his hand cut off before. Wolverine's claws are going to definitely slice through Aquaman. So can Aquaman injure Wolverine? Well, yeah, the King can definitely injure Wolverine. But the question is, can he injure him enough to bypass his healing factor? That's a more difficult question to answer. Because Logan has usually been able to withstand at least a few hits from true powerhouses like the Hulk, Thor, Scar, and Maestro, who are all definitely much stronger than Aquaman. Wolverine is able to take even more punches from people on Arthur's level, like Wonder Man, Thing, Colossus, and even Namor. So can Aquaman injure Wolverine with his punches? Yes, but it's going to be a little while before Arthur can put Logan completely down. 1-2 combo or even a few punches. So can Arthur injure Wolverine with a trident? Yes, Wolverine can be stabbed, and his skin isn't as tough as someone like Aquaman's. But once again, you gotta account for the healing factor. Wolverine's been stabbed through his vital organs before, multiple times by Venom, and was quickly back on his feet. He's been pierced, cut, and stabbed countless times it didn't go down. He's been stabbed all the way through his body on multiple occasions and won the fight, and Logan even had his heart torn out, but recovered and defeated his enemy. So both Aquaman and Wolverine can injure the other one. But who can put the other one down first? Well, I guess we need to ask, who is the more skilled fighter? Now, Aquaman has received vast training being a part of the Atlantean army. He was actually easily defeated Cheshire before, saying that she was vastly less skilled than he was. That's really one of his few pure skill feats. On the other hand, Wolverine has constantly been referred to as one of the greatest martial artists in the Marvel Universe, and has beaten Captain America, Shang-Chi, Black Panther, and Iron Fist. Logan is the vastly superior fighter when he's actually using his skill. Okay, at this point I'm just going to come out and say it. I think Wolverine can win this fight. And I know he's the underdog here, and I might be backing the wrong horse, but I think he has what it takes. And just like in plenty of sports games, the underdog can win, even if all the odds are stacked against them. So just hear me out here. We've already established that Wolverine will be able to slice through Aquaman. He's stabbed more durable opponents like Hulk, Scar, and Thor. In addition, Aquaman has actually slightly bled from blows before, has been cut by Black Manta's knives, and even had his hand cut off. So right away, his durability isn't up there with the other DC powerhouses. And if you say, what if Arthur uses his trident to keep Logan at bay? What then? Well, that's a good point. Let's talk about that. The trident is said to be indestructible, and it's magical, so I don't think Wolverine will slice through it. However, he is an incredibly agile and ridiculously skilled fighter, so I don't see any reason why Wolverine can't dodge around the attacks. Just use his claws to block them and get into close range. I mean, he's dodged swings from Scar's sword, and Venom's tendril sword, and gotten close against both opponents. Granted, neither of those guys are Aquaman, but you see my point. And then if Arthur stabs Wolverine with his trident, well, that's where Logan's healing factor comes into play. And I think so much of this fight hinges on that healing factor. So Wolverine has been stabbed countless times before, and been stabbed all the way through the body multiple times, and kept on fighting all the way through it. So I don't think stabs from the trident are going to put Wolverine down. Then Aquaman definitely won't be able to actually stab through Wolverine's adamantium skull, or something like that, because not even Scar could do that with his sword. And then when Arthur hits him, which he will, I think Wolverine will be able to take it. Logan's withstood punches from Hulk, Thor, Scar, Namor, the Wrecking Crew, Thing, Colossus, Maestro, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, Rhino, Hercules, Dormammu, Wendigo, and Mangog. I think that's enough to show Wolverine's got a consistent reputation of taking repeated punches on people as strong or stronger than Aquaman. End of the day, Aquaman's main enemy is Black Manta, who's just a human, and he has lost to Manta before. On the other hand, Wolverine has actually fought against Namor on multiple occasions, and he's beaten Namor before. In fact, Wolverine almost killed Namor, and Captain America had to step in to save him. Aquaman will definitely be able to claim his share of victories. I don't want to discredit the King of Atlantis at all, but I'm backing the dark horse in this fight. I think Wolverine wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm sure you're going to have lots of thoughts. So sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just one every single week a day. And I'll see you next time.